Hello, good morning. We're back again today for another video. In case you've forgotten, my name is Johnny.
And my name is Kim Yi.
And we both work for the organisation Care for Cambodia in Cambodia. Yesterday we introduced a little bit about what we would talk about. We would talk about something very important, the rights of children. Specifically in Khmer, in Cambodia. So the child right we want to talk about today is about the right for food and water and clothing, and this is very important in the UN Charter for Children's Rights. It's mentioned in two different areas. I'm going to read it here. I want to read it so I don't make a mistake. In chapter 24, it says, "Children have the right to the best health care possible, for clean water to drink, for healthy food, and a clean and safe environment to live in. All adults and children must have information about how to stay safe and healthy." And in chapter 27 it says, "Children have the right to food, to clothing and to a safe place to live so that they can develop in the best possible way. The government should help families and children who cannot afford this." And the government in Cambodia is trying to help people who can't afford this. And also we've got NGOs like Care for Cambodia. And I want to explain about the word NGO. I mentioned it yesterday and you might not know what NGO means. NGO stands for Non-Government Organisation. NGO. And what that means is we're an organisation which sits outside the government. We don't get funding from the government in the UK or don't get funding from the government in Cambodia, but also the government in the UK and Cambodia don't tell us what to do. So we're independent and we operate to try to help people, to try to help children. So that's, if you hear the word NGO in the future, you know what that means. But we're going to talk about food and water and clothing today. And food in Cambodia is very different to food in the UK. And one of the things, whenever people meet in Cambodia, is they'll say hello, and maybe say good morning, and then the next thing they say, the next question they ask is, Kim Yi, what's the next thing they ask when you meet someone?
How to know?
Have you eaten rice already or not yet? So food is so important. It's one of the first things they want to know about someone before they ask them any other questions about their family, any other questions about what they're doing that day. They say, have you eaten yet? And it's not just have you eaten yet, it's have you eaten rice?
Yes.
And rice, if I show this picture to Kim Yi will go, oh, she'll want to take the picture and go and eat the food. Rice is so important. Many Cambodian people will eat rice every day, maybe 3 times a day. Sometimes they eat noodles, but mostly rice. Kim Yi, for rice for breakfast?
Yes.
Normal rice or fried rice, or what kind of rice?
It's normal rice.
Normal rice. For lunch, what do you eat?
Rice.
Rice, okay. And then for dinner?
Also rice.
Also rice. But also many desserts and many cakes are also made from rice. So rice is so important. I don't know how you would feel if you had to eat rice for every single meal. For your breakfast, you don't get cereal or toast or anything like that in the morning for breakfast. You have to eat a bowl of rice. Then you don't get your sandwich to eat at lunchtime. It's a bowl of rice again. And then at night time, you don't get potatoes or chips or anything like that. Rice again. I think that would make Kim Yi very happy, but maybe you boys and girls wouldn't be so keen about that. But the food in Cambodia is different. It's different to what I have eaten back home. There's lots of things like stir fries, there's soups, there's salads. And Kim Yi, what's your absolute favourite Cambodian food?
Oh, my favorite food is mock fish.
A mock fish, and I like that also. And a mock fish is like a very light curry. It's made with coconut milk. It's a little bit sweet, and there's some spices there. It's not hot spicy, but there's some spices in there. I think maybe lemongrass. I'm not sure. I'm not very good at making food. I don't really know what's in it, but I know how to eat it. I know it's delicious. So yeah, I support that. If you come to Cambodia, maybe you can ask Kim Yi to make some fish and mock for you. But also in Cambodia, they eat some things which are a little bit strange. A little bit strange for you and for me. Whenever I came to Cambodia 10 years ago, some of my friends, they tried to trick me, they tried to play jokes on me, and they tried to get me to eat things which they told me was normal, but it wasn't really normal. So I'll ask Kim Yi some of the things that my friends have made me eat. I'll ask Kim Yi if she's eaten some of these things. So one of the things was snake. Kim Yi, have you eaten snake?
No, I don't like it. I don't know.
Have you? Yeah. Kimmy, have you eaten rat or mouse?
Oh no, it's not. It's so disgusting.
They made me eat rat one day. It wasn't very good. I didn't like that. Frogs. They stuffed frogs with pork and different spices. Have you eaten frogs?
Yes.
Yeah, I like frogs. What else? What else? Here's one that's really bad, and I didn't know at the time. Kimby, have you ever eaten dog?
No.
I have. I wouldn't do it again. I love my dogs. I've got 2 dogs at home. I wouldn't eat dogs again. But yeah, one time I did eat dog. It's not normal, but some people like to eat this. So yeah, very different things to eat. But also, so the things that are available to eat, many people aren't able to access that food. Another thing is, one of the things I really enjoy about Cambodia is fruit.
Oh.
And Cambodia has got lots and lots of different types of fruit. And I'm going to give the iPad to Kim Yi here, and there's a picture of a market stall selling different types of food. And let me see if we can come up close here. Okay, Kim Yi, can you tell us the different types of food here? What's this here?
It is a rambutan.
Rambutan.
Yes.
I don't think we have those in the UK. Rambutan in Khmer. How do you say it in Khmer?
Salmon.
Salmon. Okay. And what's this one here in the middle, the small one?
Longan.
Longan.
Yeah.
Okay. And this one here?
Is milk fruit.
Milk fruit.
Yes.
Milk fruit. Do you like that one?
Yes, I like it.
Oh. And this one here. Do you know this one here?
It is called plai mokot.
I've forgotten the name in English for this one here. I don't know what that is. This one here, this is my favourite fruit. This is my favourite fruit. Mango fruit.
Oh.
You can get mangoes in the UK, but the mangoes here are sweeter, they're juicier, they're sweeter. They're very, very, very good. Gimme, what's your favourite? Oh, here's another one here. Here's another one which looks a little bit strange. This one in the middle.
It's a sugar apple.
Sugar apple. Some people call it a custard apple. It's almost, when you break it, it's nice, it's soft. It's like custard in the middle. It's very messy. When you try to eat it, your hands get messy, your face gets messy, but it's pretty nice. And here's another one here. Can you see this one here? Can you see that pinky purpley one there? Give me, what's that?
It's a dragon fruit.
Dragon fruit.
Yes.
Can you guess why it's called a dragon fruit?
Yes.
Because it looks a little bit like dragon scales on the outside.
Yes.
And the dragon fruit's really nice also. Which one's your favourite? Give me.
It's rambutan.
Rambutan. This one
Yes.
here. This strange looking one here. Yeah, I like rambutan too. Another fruit they have here in Cambodia is called, they're very proud of it. And lots of foreigners find it very strange. And in Cambodia, sometimes they call it the king of the fruits. And do you know which one I'm talking about?
It's durian.
Durian.
Yeah.
Durian. I don't know if you've ever seen a fruit like this. They're big. They can be maybe 3 kilos in weight. They're quite expensive. But Kimby, how would you describe durian fruit?
It's sweet and it's I don't know how to explain, but
What
I
about-
really like it.
what about
It
the
tastes so good.
What about the smell?
Oh, it smells so nice. It smells so sweet.
Okay, if you ask a Cambodian person how does it smell, they'll say, "Oh, it smells so good. It smells so great." If you ask a foreigner how it smells, the foreigner will say, "Oh, it stinks. Oh, it smells terrible." So the first time I came to Cambodia, someone tried to give me this to eat, and I thought, "I can't eat that. That's not food. You can't eat that." But then after a few times I tried a little bit more, and now I like it. But many foreigners, they can't eat this at all. And some hotels and some places, they have signs on the doors saying, "Please do not bring any durian fruit inside because it makes the place smell too bad."
Oh.
So that's an interesting one. So you can maybe research a little bit about durian fruit. So I want to talk about there's lots of nice food and lots of nice fruit available in Cambodia, but some people can't access that food. A very sad story, and it's happened several times in Care for Cambodia, and it happens in the UK also, is we've had children come to study with us, and there's one girl I remember, and she kept fainting. Every few weeks she would faint, and she would fall down, and we didn't know what was wrong with her, so we got our teacher to take her to the hospital, take her to the doctor. They did some tests, and the doctor said, "There's nothing wrong with this girl. Her health is okay, but she's fainting because she's hungry."
Yeah.
And this girl didn't have any food in the morning. She only had one meal each day, and she was so hungry, and she came to school and she couldn't concentrate, and she was so weak, and she didn't have enough energy, and she fell down and she fainted. And that happens for lots of children because their families don't have enough money to have enough food for them. So CFC, Care for Cambodia, we responded to that, and in the poorest areas we work with, we now have a milk programme. We don't give food, but we give milk. So several times a week we'll give a carton of milk, which gives enough, it gives some vitamins and gives some sugars and gives some sustenance to the children, so that they can at least have something in their belly when they come to study. So we try to help that way, so that kids can receive something from us. If they're not getting food at home, they can at least get some milk from us when they come. So another thing which is a right for children is water. Not just water, but clean water. And clean water is so important. What happens if you don't have clean water?
People get sick.
You get sick, you get stomach problems, you get diarrhea, you get vomiting, and then you get more weak and you can't study. So Care for Cambodia, what we do is we have put water filters in each one of our teaching locations. So whenever the children come, we have got clean water for them to drink, and they can drink as much water as they can whenever they're there, and we know that water is clean, it's safe, and it won't make them sick. And also we try to educate their families to say, maybe you can't afford to buy bottled water. I know in the UK, if you want a drink, you can go to the tap, you can turn on the tap, and you get a glass of nice, clean water. And we know you can trust it, and it's clean, and it won't make you sick. But in Cambodia, lots of places don't have water delivered to their house. So they have to buy bottled water, which comes from a company, and it's clean. But they have to buy it. And lots of families don't have enough money. Isn't that right, Kimmy? They don't have enough money to buy the food, buy the water. So they have to choose to buy water or to buy food. It's a hard decision. So sometimes they have to drink rainwater or water from a well, which sometimes can be contaminated with other things which are dirty. So we try to teach them how to make water clean, how you can boil water to make it clean so it doesn't make the children sick. Another thing that's a basic human right is clothing. And this is something which isn't so much of a problem in Cambodia, thankfully. And that lots of children do have clothing. You don't really see people walking around with no clothes to wear, because Cambodian people are very clever at this. They recycle clothing so well, and I think we as foreigners could learn a lot from how Cambodian people do that. I don't know, Kimby, whenever you were young, did you get clothing that was handed down maybe from your brothers and sisters or from your cousins?
Yes.
And whenever the clothes are too small for one person, then the next smallest, they get it and it gets passed in again, Yes. And maybe mummy or grandma will help to sew anything which is ripped, and they'll help to clean it and wash it to keep it nice and clean. And that's something which is very good, and it's, I don't know, maybe, I know whenever I was young, sometimes whenever clothes were a little bit old, I would say to my mum going, I don't want to wear that anymore, it's too old, and throw it away, mum, throw it away. But in Cambodia, they're very good at recycling and using it over and over again, and so it can provide benefit to as many people as possible. But also there is a need, because everyone likes to have good clothes to wear and nice clothes to wear, and it's not always fair on the youngest in the family. They get the oldest clothes. It feels sorry for them. Their clothes are older than what they are. So as Care for Cambodia, we often get donations of clothing from visitors or from donors. And we divide those up into clothing for children, for adults, or clothing for babies. And we share that out in our communities which need it the most, the communities which are the poorest. Because we want people to have dignity. We want people to be able to go to school, or be able to go out and be proud of themselves and have dignity, and know that actually I'm dressed quite nice today. So that's how Care for Cambodia, that's how we try to help in the human right of food, of water, and of clothing. One final thing in that human right is a safe place. Many times in Cambodia, the whole family, the parents, the mum and dad, maybe the grandparents also, they'll go out to work, and the children will go to school, and they'll come back home from school, and there's no one at home, and it's not so safe. So what we have in Care for Cambodia is we have our teaching locations are a safe place that children can come to. I don't know, Kim, whenever you were young, did you always have someone at home? Did you have grandma or someone at home?
Sometimes no.
Sometimes no, so you came home and then you had to make food for yourself?
Yes.
and making food for yourself. There's no oven. There's either a gas cooker, or sometimes they cook by fire. And for small children, that can be quite dangerous. So we try to educate people on the risks of having children at home by themselves, but also we provide a safe place in the village where the children know they can come, and the teachers, the Care for Cambodia teachers, can help look after them a little bit, and they know they can come, they can play there, and the parents don't have to worry about the children going away or going away to the river to swim in the river, because so many children, they also have difficulties with swimming, and they think it's fun to play in the river. And you get stories, very sad stories of children drowning in rivers or in lakes. So we try to take care of the children in our projects, in our villages. We try to take care of them by educating them about food, about vitamins, and try to provide some help for them. We give them clean water, and we teach their families about the benefits of drinking clean water as opposed to dirty water. And we help them sometimes with clothing. But also I think we can learn from Cambodian people with clothing also. And also we provide a safe place in the villages they can come, the children can come, and they know they're welcomed and they're cared for, and they've got a place to play which is safe. So I hope that's been useful for you. I hope you have found it interesting. Kimi and I will come back tomorrow with another video for you. So until tomorrow, I'll say goodbye in English, and Kimi again will say, maybe she'll ask you if you've eaten rice already or not yet, and then she'll say goodbye.
Okay, ជម្រាបលា Bye.
Okay, goodbye.